Hey everybody, welcome back to Crafting with Lola and Oscar. Still working on those Crafter's Companion outline dies and alcohol ink project, where I'm taking those outline dies, putting them on different types of paper such as vellum and acetate and doing all that kind of stuff, and eventually going to make projects from it. But let me show you where I am so far. This video we're going to be doing watercoloring, but I want to kind of show you what I've done so far on the different types of paper, and because nobody wants to sit and watch me doing all that coloring, but I want to kind of show you what I got so far. Okay, so here we are. We have some vellum. Let me show you what I have so far on the vellum. What I've done, I've cut these out a little bit wonky, but that's fine because I'm gonna put them on something eventually when I actually make something with it. I can't get the thing off. What the Sam Dickens? Okay, here we go. So that beautiful outline die rose came out really, really pretty. Okay, the bird is quite lovely as well. I like the bird. I like the bird. Bird came out really pretty. The butterfly, which you've seen over and over again. This is kind of the first thing I did. It's kind of, I don't know. I like it, but it's kind of like, what? Anyway, the bird. Then the other bird with the flower, and again this is on vellum. Okay, vellum. Another flower, which you've seen if you watch the first 2-3 videos, you'll see that. And then here's the other flower, and again that's on vellum. So those are the outline dies on vellum using tri-blend markers and such. Then I also did them on the Nina smooth white card using all tri-blend markers. I think these are my favorite ones. These just came out so pretty. Just really, really pretty. I love that one right there. That's so pretty. Came out quite lovely. And I'm holding up a little close because I want you to be able to see. And then last thing that we've done is I've done these on acetate. Okay, so as you can see, I colored from behind on the acetate, and here's the pretty red rose. Okay, so when you put it down on paper, if I lift this up, you can see how lovely that actually looks. But then on the back, I colored on the back, so it's kind of like, yeah. All right, and here's this one. I think this one came out very nice as well. And again, I'll hold it up, so it looks kind of like a royal mess, but then when you lay it down, see on the white paper, it looks quite lovely. And then here are the other two that I've just finished doing a few minutes ago, and I'll hold this up so that you can see them again. Okay, so this again is on acetate. Okay, and then you see so it looks a mess from the back, but it looks a pretty sight from the front. So those are all the ones, and now the last part that I have to do is color, doing some watercoloring. So I thought I would show you some of what I've gotten so far on my watercoloring. So I've cut these out again using gold mirror paper, and this is the first one I've done with using watercolor. And I think I'm going to go ahead and finish this one up, and I want to get it so that you can see what I'm doing. I don't just necessarily pick I don't think I can do this one now. Oops, now I'm recording. Oops. Now I don't know how well this is going to come out. It may be a little too blurred, so I think I might have to back off a little bit and hold it up to the camera, because I don't want it to be messed up. But anyway, with this, you're going to need some water, obviously, a little container of water. I have a little teeny brush because, I just need little to get in all these little areas. And then you want a water-based type marker or pen. Anything, long as it's water-based, you're going to be good to go. All right, so far, what I've been doing is I'm just doing these areas right here. And this is a true tricolor pen by Noir, but it's aqua, as you can see. So the whole idea is these three colors can make different colors, you know. Go watch the commercial. I won't get into all that. So what I do normally, what you do is you just put a little bit of your ink down here, your marker, okay, and then I'm gonna, oh, you know what? Never fails. Well, I got the wrong one. I'm sorry. I want to use this one because I have some blue. So I'm going to use this right here, this color right here. Okay, I put some more down. The yellow, which is dying on me. I hate when my pens die. I had some pens a few minutes ago. I haven't even used them and they were dry. Oh my God, and there's like those things didn't cost any money. All right, so we have that here. You definitely want to keep your little thing of water here, a little rag of some sort, because you don't want to put too much water down. And now I'm gonna go in, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do on the outside here, but I just want to kind of show you what I did. So I wet this up a little bit, and then I'm gonna just take just a little bit of water, yeah, and then I'm gonna mix these two colors together. And just do a little painting. Okay. And you can always make it darker. You can always go back in. But right now, I just kind of want to put down the first little coat, so to speak. And then the thing is with watercolor, and I haven't really done a lot of watercoloring, frankly. This is actually my first time actually really doing any really watercolor. I see it all the time, but I don't know. And it always looks so pretty. People do such a good job with it. Now I'm gonna hold this up to the mirror, up to the camera in a few minutes. Let's get a little too something there. Let me put a little bit more yellow. It's getting a little bit too much. And then what I did was, now see, I'm gonna hold this up so you can see what I'm talking about. So you see how it's kind of like it's really quite green there. What I did is I went back over it again, like right in this area right here, and I put a little blue in it. So, and that's what I'm gonna do now. Now you may not be able to see it, but hopefully I'll be able to do it. And I put too much blue, so I'm putting it just underneath the die, and then I'm kind of bringing it in. Ooh, see, that's too much. Ooh. All right, and then I'm gonna pull it out. And I mean, watercolor is kind of nice because you can really kind of control what's going on. This one needs a little bit more. All right, so, and then this right here. All right, so there we go. So that's that flower. So I'll finish that flower up later. I want you to be able to see how I did it. I think that's so pretty. That's going to look pretty like on an all white card. And I spaced these out. So I cut these out using mirror paper that I use, you know, obviously the adhesive that goes on the back. So you put the adhesive on the back of the cardstock and you run it through your machine. And so that's how I have this glued down. But I tried to make sure I spaced it so when I actually do cutting, there'll be even amount of white paper on here, and then I'll be able to make my card or whatever I'm going to make. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to mess around with this rose a little bit, I think. And I just have never been able to get, I've never been able to do the rose very well. But I'm gonna try and see what I get from this. So this is that same marker that I used before. But I'm gonna put down a little bit of this pink, and it's called, well, you know, it's called Rose Red. So I'll put down a little bit of that. I think my paper is a little too wet. Yeah, I just cannot seem to do the rose. I don't know. I just can't get it to look pretty. I'm not too sure what I'm doing wrong. Yeah. Not too sure. One thing about coloring, it's so funny because I just caught myself. I realized I wasn't talking. Again, this is Crafting with Lola and Oscar. And again, I'm working on some of the Crafter's Companion outline dies. And eventually we're going to be using them to make different types of cards. And also I'm going to be using some of the Tim Holtz ink backgrounds that I made, the alcohol ink backgrounds. So I'm going to try and combine some of these. I'm not too sure how well it's going to go. It may not go as planned. I might have to just make it like 2 different projects. I'm not too sure. Oh, that's not too bad. Maybe I got it too dark right there. Maybe that's what happened there. I'm not too sure. I kind of want to, I'm all about putting stuff with the yellow. I don't know why I got going. Oh, that wasn't a good idea. Good. Now I might be able to get some of this out. So see how that kind of messed up like right there? I'm gonna try and blot some of that out. Oh yeah, I was able to get, okay. So I got too much yellow in there. Too much yellow. Alright. So I'm just trying to, I guess, make this more of a pink rose than a red rose. This is way too dark, this section right here. But this is pretty easy. And I'm using both the red and the pink. I'm just gonna go over it like that. Put a little more water in here. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that alone. I think I'm gonna, there's some spots in here that maybe I could color. See if I can get the white paper out. But I think about as good as I'm gonna get on this, on the rose. So let me show you how the rose looks. I'm gonna try and get that little section right there. It's a little too dark. I don't know. And then I'll go in and I'll touch that up. Let's see, we'll mess around with the leaves. And then again, if you haven't looked at the other videos, go back and you can look at the other videos. You can see all the supplies that you might need if you wanted to work on a project like this. Or if you just wanted to try your hand at making making anything out of these. You might have had these dies for a while and you just haven't used them. Which I understand because we buy a lot of stuff, honey. I understand. You ain't got to tell me. I understand. You don't have to complain about it. You don't have to feel bad about it. There's no shame. Because we buy a lot of stuff. Before you know it, craft day will be here coming soon. And there we are, still buying stuff and have stuff we haven't even used. So I do understand that. I truly do. Alright. So I'm just kind of messing around doing the leaves a little bit. They don't have to be perfect. It just, just trying to get them to look, that watercolor look. Alright, so that's the leaves. Oh, I need to do the stem. And I'm just adding yellow in here. I don't know, yellow just seems to kind of make stuff do right. Alright, so there's the rose. Okay? Alright, so you guys, I want to say thank you for watching. Again, I wanted to make sure that the videos are fairly short because this is such a long process, a long project. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always shoot me email at danielslola35@yahoo.com. You can also comment on the Crafting with Lola and Oscar page, I will respond back. I promise. And again, if you're wondering, this is the video in a series of videos. And what we're doing is we're working with the Crafter's Companion outline guides. Yeah. And we are doing watercolor effect today. So God bless you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.